From the river to the hills, I'm heading inland to the region's arable heartland.
Now, the Cotswolds may be an area of outstanding natural beauty, but it's also an area of fantastic agriculture.
As you travel north, the soil changes from a shallow limestone base to deeper loam clay, which is perfect for growing cereal crops like wheat and barley. And thanks to its sheltered climate, this fertile soil also produces a wide range of Britain's fruit and veg. So far, most of the produce I've seen on my food journey thrive in specific regions, but the crop I'm interested in today is happy to grow almost anywhere. Rather than being shaped by the landscape, in recent years it's actually transformed the look of our countryside. Oilseed rape is mostly used for cattle feed and biofuel and has seen its production leap by 250% since the 1980s. But obviously I wouldn't be here unless I could eat it.
This area is filled with yellow fields, producing oil, and that's rapeseed oil.
So I've come to the Cotswolds to accept a challenge.
Now, I believe that Yorkshire produces some of the best rapeseed oil, but there's a guy down here that thinks differently.
Charlie Beldam is from a third-generation Cotswold farming family and is passionate about the business. But this young farmer hasn't let the grass grow under his feet. While still at agricultural college, he revolutionised the way his family farm oilseed rape.
For the last 3 years, we've been making extra virgin rapeseed oil.
And while these yellow fields are good for the land, as they help prevent disease and soil erosion, the golden oil they produce is rich in omega-3 and low in saturated fat, making it great for us as well.
You can use it for salad dressings, homemade mayonnaise, but stir-frying, wok cooking, shallow frying, so it's got fantastic versatility.
Well, we're all agreed it's a fabulous ingredient, but surely Yorkshire's is best.
With James being a Yorkshireman, it'll be interesting to see what he has to say. So I think the challenge is on.
Hi there, Charlie.
Hi, James.
How are you doing?
Good, thank you. And you?
Tendering your crop.
We are indeed.
Now, when I think of rapeseed oil, I think of this beautiful yellow, golden colour, which produces amazing dressings, but you don't actually use the flowers, do you?
No, the best way of describing a rapeseed plant is a bit like an apple tree.
Yeah.
You get the fruit after the flower. So everything's in flower at the moment. These are all dropping away. And as you can see in here, we've got these pods, and they're just starting to thicken out.
So they're kind of like French beans, these sort of things, looking things.
They are. So
Yeah.
you can see the seeds in here.
Right.
In the next couple of months, this will swell. The seeds will actually turn black. They'll swell and they'll fill with oil.
Right.
And that's our raw ingredient. So that's what we cold press to make the glorious oil.
How many bottles would produce out of this sort of 5-acre plot?
So we'd hope to get about 2,500 bottles from a field about this big.
It's a lot though, isn't it? Really?
It is. Apparently someone counted and there's 200,000 little black seeds in half a litre.
You've got too much time on your hands.
I know.
Can we see it being made?
We can. Let's
Great
go and have a
stuff.
look. So this is the raw product. So from the yellow flowers that we've just had,
Yeah.
these may be black, but when we crush into them, you'll see the yellowness come through.
Yeah, straight away, yeah.
So this is really what we're doing, but on a bigger scale. So you've got the
Yeah.
yellow pods. And if I sweep that away, you'll see we've just got a bit of oil left on there.
Yeah.
So in this is 46% oil, and we aim to get about 30% of the oil out of these
Right.
seeds. We've got a screw that is pressing it along.
Yeah.
All this section is cold, and that is where the oil is being extracted. We fill one of these containers, we'll then siphon that off and pump it through some filters. At this point, nothing added, but nothing taken away, so you get that amazing goldness. And then it's ready for bottling.
And that's it?
And that's it.
Fantastic. Suppose we're going to taste it then. Much like good wine, the oil's flavour and colour depends on the seed variety, the region and climate in which it's produced, and its harvest time. We're testing a selection of oils from right across the UK. Different colours straight away.
Yep. Big difference. I think this is where, hopefully, my oil will shine
Right,
through.
OK, then go then. Let's go to Hampshire then first, shall we?
Let's do it.
Yeah. But again, Hampshire's, you know, much more yellow. The first thing you notice is not as peppery as olive oil. So it's totally unique, totally different taste.
It doesn't leave a film over the mouth.
It's clean, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah.
Now for the Devon. A very different flavour. Yeah.
Go on then. Should we try yours?
Let's see.
Yeah. Are you safe so far?
It's a light oil. It's got the nutty flavour to it. Of course, I'm going to say that wins before I've
Well,
tried the others.
it does actually. Out of the three so far, I would say that was
But the colour is definitely there.
in the lead. Colours there. I said there's a little bit of nuttiness to it, but you get a longer flavour. The flavour holds in your palate a little bit more. Right, should we go to Scotland then?
Let's do it.
See if the Scots can make it as good as you guys. Nice, but
It's a completely different taste.
it
to the
is
others.
totally different as well, isn't it? Yeah, surprised me that one.
Let's try the last one, where I'm sure
What?
you'll be a bit biased.
What,
but,
God's own country? Go on then.
Pretty similar to ours, I'd say.
I'm not saying this from bin here because, you know, I wanted a genuine taste test, but, you know, the balance seems to be more with you, really, I suppose, in terms of the pepperiness that it lingers in the mouth a little bit longer.
Thank you. That's what we like to hear.
So am I cooking with this?
I think so.
But I'm also cooking with this, but the option is